giving up, y'all. Y'all got a few points over us, Skip.
All right. And good morning to Paul Pierce. Rachel Nichols set your bar really high yesterday when you weren't here, so I hope you can live up. I'm not sure.
That's my girl, Rach. All right.
Okay. So Paul Pierce has already awarded Team USA the gold medal. In fact, I got one right here.
Yeah. You should be wearing that.
Yeah,
put that back on, man.
This discussion is over. He even gave me and Keyshawn one of these. I don't know what happened to yours. Did you just throw it away?
No, I got it.
Okay. So yesterday we talked about how Team Gold opened as a 15.5-point favorite over Nikola Jokic in Serbia in Sunday's first game that counts. That 15.5. Oh, say, can you see? Keyshawn predicted our guys by 20 over Serbia. 20.
Ooh.
But
oh, no.
hold the phone. Wait a second.
Oh,
now
no.
that spread has been bet all the way down to 12.5. That's a significant drop. So, Paul, can we at least win this game by 13?
Hell no.
Hell no?
No, hell no.
Hell no?
Hell no. I am not betting with the USA team against with the spread. No more.
Wow.
Listen, when you have a 40-point spread, win by 1. Another one was like 20, win by 6, all right? Now, look, U.S. is going to win. I just think it's going to be a lot closer than what people think. And then we forgot they played Serbia, and I forgot that Bogdanovic didn't even play. So what if he played? Mm-hmm. But on the flip side, KD can play for us.
Well,
so
can he?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Now, I like that spread, actually, if KD plays. You know, but if he doesn't play...
if KD plays...
If KD plays, then I got us with the spread.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he just adds such a dimension to the team, and he's the most experienced. He understands the rules. He understands the mentality you got to have.
Well, he's the leading scorer in the history.
He's the leading scorer in the history. He understands international play.
Okay, but can he just step onto the floor out of game shape and just say, okay, I got this?
If anybody can do it, I think KD can.
I can promise you he ain't out of game shape.
No, listen.
I know, but
KD,
there's game shape and there's game shape. This is going to be serious business.
KD is different. Regardless of the shape, he's still 7 feet and can shoot over the top of anybody. You just throw him on the court. You can literally put KD on an airplane, fly around the world, don't know where you're going for 36 hours, drop him off anywhere, and he can still make a bucket without having to play in like 3 months.
Even against Serbia
His first shot, I would bet him.
for a game that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. You see that clip when LeBron was like, hey, just get this shot up real quick so we can get this. And he just turned around and just ripped it. Like, no, he just ripped it.
All right.
Man, come on. If KD play, but if not, it's going to be more of a ball.
A dribble with these guys.
I don't care if he ain't dribbled the ball. If KD ain't played basketball for a whole year, ain't touched the ball, I will bet my life if he step on that court and he give me a shot for my life, I'm taking that.
Okay. All right.
I'm taking KD
I like
on
KD,
that.
but I ain't doing that one. You say I gave you 20 yesterday, so
Yep.
I'm giving you 17.5 today.
Ooh.
It drops.
Oh,
so,
you just do +5.
Yeah, I'm going to do the +5 every single time. Now, look, I understand what happened against South Sudan. I understand what it looked like against Germany. I get all of that. But at the same time, regardless if Bogdanovic was in the lineup or not, they were cruising along.
They were.
That's the game. I believe it's the game that Steph was ripping. It was just every single game, somebody takes his turn. The last couple games has been LeBron at the end of the game that's decided, hey, these dudes, and they're gonna put Dennis Schroeder on me. Oh, okay. I got a 5'10" dude on me. I'm getting ready to just work him real quick. Bully ball, all of those sort of things. Yes, I understand the MVP and Joker's on the team, and but Joker didn't play well against us the first time around. I don't want to hear nothing about he played against NBA guys. He's in the league. He understands what to do. Doesn't matter. His game was off. It was off for a reason, Skip. Now, look, do I think that it could be closer than the spread? Absolutely. But do I believe that these USA players have now gotten criticized so much over the last couple weeks about their play and having point spreads disappear that they're going to come out hitting on all cylinders and focus? Yeah, I do. I honestly do. Because remember, in the start of this Olympics, the start of the team, better yet, when it was put together, who were they compared to? The 92 team. The 92 team.
True.
The 92 team.
I got it. Yeah.
So if you're not living up to the 92 standards, which I'm sure a lot of these guys want to, what's that going to say? It's just going to be like, well, what are we actually here for? That's what they're here for. They're here to live up to what the 92 team did.
Okay. I want to be very clear about this. I do think our guys will win the gold medal.
Yeah.
But it ain't going to be easy. It ain't going to be a breeze. It ain't going to be a walk through some Paris park because all these teams are much better than they used to be, and none of these teams are afraid of us. Are we better and deeper in superstars? Come on, stop it. I mean, yes, we're way deeper in superstars, but only 5 can play at one time, and Steve Kerr is on the hottest of hot seats because he's got to push the magic buttons at the right time. And when the games are close and tight down the stretch, it's not that easy to figure out who's got it and who doesn't today. Because you've made the point, it was his turn, then it was his turn, then it was his turn, and finally it was LeBron's turn twice in a row against South Sudan and Germany. Yeah. LeBron just said, give me the ball and get out of my way. And he literally ran over the opposition and bully balled them all the way home. And it was highly impressive, but I'm not sure you can do that in these games that count because these teams are too good and they're too proud. And listen, they're going to fight for their countries. Yeah. And sometimes they fight for their countries even harder than we fight for our country because we've been the kings. We've been on the mountaintop for so long that you don't feel that threatened until all of a sudden you realize we're in a battle here, man. We got to fight for our lives. Now we're in group play. You have to play these 3 group play games, and then hopefully you're in the medal round and you got quarters, semis, and finals. But Serbia is serious business. And I told you yesterday, 15.5 is ridiculous. It's way, 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 way too many. If I were a betting man, I would have jumped all over it, and a whole lot of people are jumping all over it because it's been bet 3 total points, and that's a huge drop. Huge shot. A whole lot of money is coming in hot and heavy on 15.5. If you can get 15.5, 14.5, 13.5, now it's down to 12.5. And now it's starting to get down. Should they be maybe a 10-ish, a 9-ish point favorite, somewhere in there? Maybe. But I'm going to say this again. Yeah, we cakewalked them the first time. We won by 26. And Steph shot 6 of 9 from 3. If he's going to do that on Sunday, we'll be golden in that game. But you can't trust him to shoot 6 of 9 because that's the only time in the 5 practice games that he did that. And they did not play their 2nd, 3rd, and 4th best player. So Joker played, and to your point, we need a number on him because we got a 3-headed defensive monster. We got Embiid, we got AD, we got Bam. We got AD and Bam playing together and kind of tag teaming people. And Joker was struggling, man. He was 6 of 19. But I do warn you again, Joker is the shrewdest of the shrewd, and he knows that sometimes you can sandbag in these practice games, these exhibition games, and you can lull the U.S. to sleep. You can make the fat cats feel like they're even fatter than ever. And you hope that you catch them a little off guard when you take it up a notch in the first game that really counts.
I love you, Skip.
Okay?
So he's sandbagged 6 of 19. He deliberately...
No, he ain't sandbagged 6 for 19.
That's all I'm saying.
No.
Okay. He shot 19 times. He said, I'm going to go make 6 of them?
All right, so these things are usually, let's forget about him, although I did see him play against France. And against France, he played against Wemby, and he was really good against Wemby because he was 20 and 12 against Wemby, and Wemby was 14 and 10, and they both played pretty significant minutes. So he is highly capable because he's got basketball genius about him, and you can't tell me he doesn't compete hard.
He competes hard and everything, but that's the thing. It is a little concerning. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little concerning for the fact that, you know, we're halfway through this whole exhibitions, 5 games, then it's a possibility of 6 more games. And the U.S. hasn't shown me any consistency yet. But they've shown me wins, and that's why I'm going with the under on it, because I do believe they'll win, and And the reason Steph don't have a rhythm, Skip, and Key, you got to understand, these guys, and I said it before, they used to being first options. Steph is used to bringing it up, cutting, coming back to the ball, dribble handoff, flare screen, whereas like now LeBron has the ball, he's controlling everybody's movements. Now, Steph, you go here, we may give it to you, we may not. You know, Tatum, Anthony Edwards, y'all one options on their team, but now I need you to go stand in the corner. So the rhythm is off on the offensive end. But the concern got to be the defense. That's what the concern. I don't understand why the defense isn't as good, because when you get an opportunity to actually put a man in the middle, I would run like a certain type of zone with Joel Embiid out there. Let him just stand in the middle and clutter everything up. Seriously, stop putting them in pick and roll and letting them go out here to these shooting bigs. Get a zone going. I really would look at that. If not, then it's going to be tough if the game is close to play them in the fourth quarter when they putting these guys in these pick and roll situations and these centers is making these threes. Yep. That's my only concern if somebody get hot from three. But the spread, I'm under. I'm under on the spread.
Right. They got you spooked now?
Yeah, they got me spooked. They going to win. They don't got me spooked on winning.
No, of course, I understand.
If I was betting sports, I'm spooked.
I understand.
Like, you know, but I don't, you know, luckily I don't bet sports.
Okay, so Bogdanovic did not play against us, and we won by 26. 3 days ago, he played against Greece, and they won 94-72 over Giannis and company. And Giannis played significant minutes and had 17, 6, and 4. Bogdanovic went 5 of 5 from 3 because he's a dead-eye, man. Mm-hmm. And when he gets cooking, he can cook you.
Yeah, he can.
And that Jokic kid who plays for the Heat, down the stretch last year, this past regular season, he had 3 20-plus point games. He can play. And that Milutinov he's a stud European 7-foot center. And he played against Greece and had 10 and 4. Jokic had 11 and 4. I'm just telling you that they're not to be trifled with. They're not somebody you can just step on and scoff at.
And that's true, Skip, but you got to remember they played each other already. Mm-hmm. And for whatever it's worth, the adjustments need to be made by the U.S. They're going to make those adjustments. They understand that they can't get into these games because it's not practice games and do some of the same things. Mm-hmm. So I'm counting on them to understand that you can be Pop. They get it. They're not going to be... Look, man, when they play the South Sudan team again, I don't even think that they're not going to win by 1 point, because they know that they messed around the last time and damn near lost. They understand that. You make these adjustments all the time when you get caught in a sandbag and a trap. You realize, because imagine if they was to lose. Just imagine if they was to lose. I don't care by much.
Hey, the sky would fall.
It would fall.
It just would.
It'd be the worst thing ever.
Yeah. And yet, if they win, you know, people here will just shrug and say, well, way to go. You know, like
they got to win. They got to win a certain way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
they got to win a certain way to satisfy the taste buds, so to speak.
Okay.
Well, to be compared to the Dream Team, they got to win a certain way. Because we saying this is the greatest team ever assembled.
Since the 92 team.
Since the 92 team. And, you know, there's been some people I've heard say this probably is better than...
People have had that conversation.
People have had that conversation. This team may be like, when you look at the resumes and all of that, but I got to go back and look. This team may be better. But so far, in order for this team to be compared and looked at on the same level or better, they gotta show me some blowouts. They got to show me some, like, wins by 20, 30. Like, we got to see some of that, because and I get it. When the Dream Team played, it was only like how many pros? I saw something on this. It was only like probably 6 pros in the Olympics. Like now, it's probably, other than our guys.
Yeah, right.
Like when you look at all the countries, they probably added up to other 6 pros. Right now in these Olympics, it's probably over 50 pros.
Yeah.
NBA players or
I just
overseas
remember
guys.
watching
You know?
the Dream